How do you do to have the resources to travel to these places or and the places that are next in your checklist? How do you do?
Um,
Welcome to the Conversation Club. So for today we have the agenda. It is first we're going to do a short introduction. Then we are going to know Jake. He's a friend of Austin. Then we have a contest, a new products contest. And then at the end, if you have any grammar question or anything you want to ask, you can do it at the end of the Conversation Club.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Jia Dai. You can call me Jia.
So for today we have an activity. So the activity is about creating a new product that doesn't exist yet. And we are going to choose a winner. So every participant has 1.5 minutes to explain the product. Okay.
So my product, it's called lie detector glasses. So I'm going to explain a little bit what it's about. So it's like a normal glasses, like Austin's glasses or Gia or mine. You put it in your eyes. So the glasses has an special like how do you say that? Like an special technology, so you can scan a person's body, like doing a tomography, if you can say so. So you can like have all types of waves, for example, neurological waves or the heartbeats, the heart rates. So you can know if a person is lying to you because of that signs, or maybe if he gets nervous or something like that. So it's pretty cool because no one will notice that you're scanning them. So you like someone and you don't know if you can trust them or he or she, so you can ask very simple question and you will know if the person is lying to you. I'm selling you this product because it would only not just know when the people is lying, but it will help us to be more honest with the other people. You should really get my product, and it will be maybe a little expensive in the first, but maybe later it could be more accessible to the other people. Maybe at first because it's innovating. I mean, it's really nice product, so it will cost $500. I would put it in maybe for the first sales, and maybe later you can have a promotion, two for one. I don't know, something like that, but later.
I would go out first day and buy glasses like that.
As a product I want to sell as a flight ticket that can bring you anywhere you want to, no matter if you have a visa or required documents. It is legal for you to stay there as long as you have this ticket. I think after a long period of lockdown time, don't you want to take a fresh breath in a different place by escaping from the boring daily life? If you think more about your routine job, finance, or any other difficulties, you can only stay put yourself. But now there is a ticket. It is not only a ticket. It is a valuable opportunity for you to explore the world that you haven't been to before. What you need to do are only 3 steps. Buy the ticket, pack your luggage, and then depart for your adventure. That's all. If anyone have interest, you can contact with me, and we will talking about the price. I didn't decide it yet.
I, especially after 2020 and being stuck at home, I would love that. There's two countries that I've really wanted to go to, both Russia and China. And as an American, I need a visa, and they can be very difficult to get. And that would be outstanding if I could just buy a plane ticket and go and not worry about any of that. I would love that.
My product is a hot plate. Keep your food warm. When you take a soup, a ramen, or something like that, what is the principal trouble? For me, or in my case, if I don't eat this soup or broth quickly, it gets cold. For this reason, I create this new plate that it has a resistance to keep your soup or food warm. And the most incredible for this place is this plate, not place, this plate, is developed into parts. First, the top can be removed to be clean, even is resistant to use in the dishwasher. The second part is incredible because it's a removable base with a sustainable system consisting a long duration battery and I said a set of resistors. Sorry. um, these keep warm any food that I want. The battery can be charged with solar energy. Of if we have a cloudy days like Seattle in the most time, you can use the charge directly with the power adapter. The most important feature, it has covered the insulate that heat, because if you want to eat the soup in your sofa or in your bed and you want to hold the plate, it will not burn your hands. And I think it is the time we can enjoy this your favorite soup, broth, or any food without pressure of being cold. And I think it's a good product for you. What do you think? Probably $20.
I like it. Yeah, at $20, you're gonna have a lot of customers. As someone who camps quite a bit, having something that was solar powered that didn't make my clothes smell like campfire every time I wanted to heat something up would be extremely nice. Especially since, like, it's fun to make a fire, but there's times I can't heat soup on a fire very well. So, like, if I had something that I could just press a button and it heats up my food from the sun, I would be really happy with that.
The product that I have is called Color Closet. Color Closet is an app that you can download in your phone, but it's an app that you can install in your closet. As the same, this is Color Closet. So you can like, I don't know, if you have money, you can buy clothes, okay? But if you don't have money, this is an option for those who don't have money, or I don't know, if you want, for example, if I have this coat and I want, I don't know, this coat is pink, yes, but I don't know, tomorrow I want to dress this coat, but white or black. So in the app, you can choose the color, but you have to put this coat inside this closet. So you can choose the color in the app, and you say, okay, I would like to wear this coat, but in white. So I choose the color, and that's it. It changes. And the advantage of this is that you don't have to buy clothes all time because you have the color. So that's it. It's so simple. But for women, it's too crazy. I don't know. I would like to have this help. I don't know if you, but I think it's a very good product. The price is so accessible, yes, to all people is about $300. So this is my product. If you want to have it, you can text me, and that's it. Buy it.
I know that I'm not the most. I wear a lot of white colors and bland colored clothing, mainly because I don't have the best fashion sense. I'll admit it. So
You have someone who
Manager.
can advise you.
me, yeah, like that would fix. That would fix. I wouldn't have to go out and buy new clothes. I hate going to the mall. I hate going to the store and shopping.
I hate it
So
too.
this would be pretty good, and I wouldn't have to like, you know, buy new clothes and throw old clothes out and pollute and all that bad stuff that we want to avoid. I think that'd be pretty good because there are a couple days I'm like, oh, this would look good if this was like a nice purple, but I don't own a purple shirt, so yeah, I guess whatever. Another white shirt it is for the day. So that would fix a lot of my laziness. I'm liking this.
Absolutely. I'm Jake. My last name is Segasser. I've known Austin since I was 8 or 7. I think second grade.
Mhm.
Um, I love to travel. I'm trying to learn Spanish actively. I work in restaurants normally. I'm
Oh,
a cook by trade, and right now I'm actually working for my uncle as a land surveyor, and that is a brand new thing for me to learn about. And it's basically like GPS coordinates of properties, like houses and different property lines, and finding the boundaries and staking those things. Just to let you guys know a little more. Sorry.
We have some questions for you because I know that you have traveled a lot, and I would love to do that also. So it is okay with you if we ask you some things about your travels and everything?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So I have a question. The first question. When you travel to the far corners of the earth, do you feel like the world shrinks or grows?
Oh, it's always growing. It feels bigger every day, but it's um yeah, I mean, I'm mostly it feels overwhelming. Like I know that I could never see it all, so I just got to pick the right places. And Alaska has been a really special place for me to return to actually. Um it's like 20 hours of daylight up here. I don't know if you guys all know that. That's in the summertime, the sun goes down for 4 hours. And it's like a little twilight zone. It's not even like it's dark. It's wild. Um, but Alaska in itself is huge. There's so many places. The world feels bigger the more I look at the map.
Okay. Thank you. Who wants to
Yeah,
ask
of course.
something else?
I would like to ask you, Jake, if you speak more language besides English. I don't know. You're learning Spanish right now, but you speak another language, maybe.
I was 9 years old. I spent a year living in France, and I picked up a decent amount of French when I was younger. But unfortunately, it's not a very spoken language in the United States. So when I returned back after 1 year, I moved there when I was 9, and I came back when I was 10. And I knew Austin for after that, and that was a big experience for my life as far as me wanting to travel in the future and all of that. Um, but honestly, I've forgotten a lot of French, and I probably speak more Spanish than I do French. But I understand the Latin roots, which has helped me with both languages. But I am by no means fluent in any language other than English, sadly.
Okay, but it says that English, sorry, Spanish is similar to learn from French. I mean, it's similar to French. It says,
Yes,
I
I
don't
would
know.
say
I would like to. I would love to learn French, but it says that it's easier if you speak Spanish.
Absolutely, you have an advantage over a native English speaker for sure.
Okay. You should say something in Spanish to see how it's going.
Oh, ¿qué onda?
Okay,
Is that, this is like Mexican expression.
it's more like
Yes.
an Oscar word.
Hey, my friends in Argentina said ¿qué onda? That was like their, I don't know,
Yeah,
that's where I picked it up.
I say it too sometimes.
See? Está bien?
Okay, any other question? Oscar, Laura?
Probably which place would you like to visit?
Ooh.
Or what is the must?
You know, India has been on my to-do list for a lot of years. So I would say that's like when the whole world opens up, that's probably one of the first places that I would like to go. I really want to spend some time in the northern part, where in the mountains, the Himalaya mountains, is where I really would like to go.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
So, how many countries have you visited, Jake?
I have been to 27 countries as of this year.
Can you
And
name some of them, please?
yeah, I the last country that I visited was actually Colombia. I flew in to Cartagena, and I had planned on going several different places. And this was in February of this year. And I had traveled a little bit in Mexico last year, and Mexico did not have that many restrictions as far as COVID was going. Um, and when I got to Colombia, it was a different feeling, and I felt like, oh, this is probably an irresponsible time to be traveling. It seemed like there was a lot of civil unrest, um, and I was also talking with my tutor Brian, so I was kind of like filled in a little bit with what was happening locally, and I really wanted to visit him in Bucaramanga, and then I wanted to go all along the coast, and I wanted to go. What's that park called? Oh goodness, I forget the name of the national park, but it's supposed to be beautiful. Um, it's along the Caribbean coast, and I ended up traveling back to the United States after about 10 days in Colombia. I kind of pulled the plug on my planned trip because of the whole pandemic, and I had some personal things going on, so I turned around and decided to come back. Um, and other countries that I'll name, I've been to France, Italy, Spain, England. I've been to Argentina, Uruguay, Chile. I spent a year in Australia, Thailand with Austin, and I've been to Nepal, Cambodia, Vietnam, Japan, Singapore, Taiwan, Belgium. I'm trying to think of more, but yeah, somewhere around there is
Canada as well. But
oh, I've been to Canada. I love Canada. Canada's great, and they're closed, but I want to go.
You don't have to be on Mars, and that's it, because you have traveled a lot.
Jake,
Yeah, one day.
Curious. I am curious about something because I love to travel to like you two. Yes. So, how do you do to have the resources to travel to these places or the places that are next in your checklist? How do you do?
So I buy one-way plane tickets. I stay in normally the cheapest hostel that I can find, and then I kind of network and I meet people. And if I can do like a work stay program where I work for accommodation, that way I don't have to spend money on a night's sleep. Then I try to do that. And right now I'm looking for a second job up in Alaska. And if I do get one, I'll probably be working 7 days a week, which will be, you know, a commitment. But I like to work like as hard as I can and as much as I can in spurts. Like 6 months, I'll work work as much as I can, like 7 days a week, and then I'll take time off and just buy one-way plane tickets to different countries and try to save as much money as possible and eat local street food. And I cook for myself. Sometimes I just eat oatmeal in the mornings or whatever to stay cheap and, you know, go with the flow and try to meet people along the way. And everyone has always been super kind and wanting to help me. And that's one of the other things that I really like about Alaska is in the summertime, everyone wants to help. And like, there's a lot of people that fish up here and they just hand out full salmon. So like that's 3+ meals. So I just like kind of collect resources what I can and try to reuse as much as possible. And it helps that I have a background in cooking for sure as well.
Okay, cool. And you like to travel like alone, and you have a partner to travel? I don't know.
Both. I've definitely traveled a lot alone, but I always meet people. I'm never really alone for that long. Like the longest time that I would be alone would be like on the. Sometimes when I buy one-way plane tickets, I've spent like 20 hours in an airport on a layover, and those are pretty lonely times sometimes. But yeah, generally speaking, it's nice to travel with friends. I've traveled with Austin and a couple other friends pretty extensively. I'm trying to get Austin up here into Alaska this summer, and I'm sure we'll do some traveling this winter.
Yeah,
you should invite us to that crew.
Yes.
Please. I want to come back to Colombia as well. But
I was just about to say, once everything opens up, we should head down to Colombia. It's been on our list, both of us. We've been wanting to visit. So
yeah, I really want to do some stuff down there. I was bummed to leave, but there's a lot more time that I want to spend in that country for sure. It was beautiful what I saw as well, and people were very kind, but it was a weird time personally. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice. And these conversation clubs, I mean, it opens up also your mind, because it's a cultural thing, and you out, for example, me or my sister, during the weekend we're working a lot, so this puts out mind, like out of all that stuff. And it's a really nice space.
I enjoyed this conversation though, and I'm happy to be a part of it. It sounds like something that I could get right into.
Yeah, Jake, I'm glad that, barring internet issues, you were able to join, because I figured this would be perfect for you. I mean, obviously I've known you a long time, but yeah, we have different people every week, it seems. We're meeting new people that I've never met from different parts of the world, and it's interesting hearing everyone's different stories. And really something that I never really thought about was people's different reasons for wanting to learn English. I mean, like, as a native English speaker, I never really even thought about it. And yeah, it's definitely something that I've enjoyed being a part of so far. That I'm glad that it's continuing, and I'm glad that everyone else is getting some value out of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting seeing people's experiences from different parts of the world, especially during this time when we can't necessarily go there because of this virus that doesn't seem to end. So hopefully that will
getting better, right? Maybe.
Hopefully,
I want to think so. I want to.
I think we all do. I'm holding out hope at this point.
Dang. Yeah. Well, come to Alaska, everybody. It's great up here.
Okay, so I think that's it for today. It was very interesting to meet you, Jay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, see you.
Thank you, everyone.
Ciao.
Have a nice afternoon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Ciao, everybody.
Bye.